First job of the day. A horrendous running tap that won't turn off. I've tried even turning it off. I've repaired these before, about a year ago. Apparently it's been like this since. I don't think there's isolation valves. No, there's definitely not. So we'll have to turn the stop top off. It's not a combi. It doesn't even feel like there's a washer even there. But this is definitely, I've filmed this definitely before. And done something with that, but it may have been that tap, not that one. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Is the camera still on? Right, I must have definitely done this before. Everything's all loose. Well, not loose, but free. Except the head. Why did I say that? Why, Dan? I need two hands on this. I've definitely got to have done this before. So the washer is in there, but it's absolutely cream crackered, mate. Can't get it out now, can I? It's just swollen up and just disintegrated. There is absolutely no way in the memory of man that that has been like that since September. Almost 12 months. Not a chance. No way. I don't think I did that tap. I'd have to try and find the video to see if I did or didn't. I think someone's been tightening that up too tight and it's just ruined the washer if I have replaced it. Because the seat is all nice and smooth and flat. You probably can't see it, but I can. And I can feel it. The only thing on it is a little bit of black crap from the washer. So we'll get a new washer. I don't think that needs greasing up, it's quite smooth. And put it back together again. I don't know. Oh dear, that's tight. Hopefully that should do. Yeah, that'll easy do, mate. Tighten this up. Where's the head? Put the head back on before I put it all back together again. Let's go and turn the water back on. Could have sworn I turned it off. Obviously I didn't. What the hell? How's that happen? I don't trust you. BEA neutral, nice one to start the day. Unfortunately, not so nice is I've now got to service this. I really dislike alpha boilers. I'm sorry if that offends anybody in the comments, but they're not my favourite at all. Right, so our next job, I installed this boiler a couple of months ago. You can see where I've connected onto. Can you tell me what I've missed off it? Let me know in the comments what I haven't put in. Anyway, that's actually not the problem. The problem is, don't know if you can see that, but it's central heating radiator light is flashing, meaning we've got a demand. So we've got zonal heating here, upstairs and downstairs. At the time of installing, we worked out that these two had been labelled up the wrong way around. But yes, that one isn't on. And neither is the downstairs, but the downstairs radiators are getting hot. The customers turned the boiler temperature down to 40 degrees just so they don't melt. 45 degrees. So either the clock downstairs is telling it to come on, or the zone valve's failed, telling it to come on. So I'll open up that wiring centre and do some tests. So that lever is definitely open. That's the cable we want. Our F's are up here. We're looking for brown. She's going into there. Is the 240 on brown? No, there's nothing on brown. Is the 240 on orange? Yes. So the thermostat isn't telling it to come on, yet it is coming on. So I'm going to guess the synchro motor is stuck. I want to drop this in my coffee. That's nice and free. Right, let's power it off. You can hear this. It's trying to do something. Yeah. Weird. I do have a new one. Power it off. Test for dead now. Nothing. Nothing. Now it's going to do a de-air function for friggin' 10 minutes, isn't it? Here we go. Give it a whirl. I've not heard no click. Ooh. Ah, there we go. You can hear the boiler on. Lovely. Yay! Still off. Back down, that should shut off. Don't know what they're going to want it to, so we'll put it low, because the problem was it wasn't shutting off and we were getting too hot, so we obviously don't want it coming on if we can help it. Hopefully that'll have closed, and we are winning. No demand. He's off, she's off. Beautiful. Job done. Let me know what I missed off though. Don't know how long you're going to stay up there. You are literally kind of balanced on the phone. My phone's on a mount and I've just balanced you on that mount. They're the nice bread and butter jobs then. You got the valve on you. I already knew what valves they were because I'd installed the boiler. Not the neatest or prettiest jobs in the world. It was kind of a rush job because it was at the time when we had that deep frost and the old boiler had gone down. And we squeezed it in a day really. Especially working underneath that cylinder cupboard because I was in the groove of the stairs, you know, the angle. My god, my back and my hips at the end of that day, I was done in. But yeah, top tip, if you ever get a job like that and you suspect it's a zone valve, ask for a picture of it and then at least you can turn up with the part, first time fix. Customers are always happier with that, saves you time. Yeah, maybe you could charge more for 2 visits, diagnosis and then second visit to refix it, but I'm not interested in that. I just want to save time, to be honest. Next job we got to go to is a boiler service, again featured on the channel. I think I've changed the plate, the filling loop and the flow cartridge for hot water, domestic hot water flow adapter thing on a Basin Duotech or something along them lines. It's an old girl now, I think it's 16 years old. Anyway, we've got to service that. Downstairs radiators aren't warming up properly and one of the radiators isn't working at all, and a leak under the sink. All these jobs, right, I got sent a list over. No offence to the customer, he's a lovely guy, but he said, any idea of how much this is going to cost? Well, I've not, like the downstairs radiators not warming up properly, not a clue. One of the radiators not working, not a clue. Your leak under the sink, no pictures have come across or anything like that, not a clue. So basically the only thing I could actually give him a price for was the boiler service, providing it doesn't need any parts. So we're going in blind. You know as much as me. So we're in the property, I've just finished servicing the boiler. There's nothing up with that. I can see the leak under the kitchen sink. It was like it drips off here, which it does, it's wet. And it's actually coming from this T on, is that the hot or the cold? I cannot see. I cannot tell. Come on, Dan. The hot. Alright, so it's leaking off the hot, that. So we're going to have to cut that out and replace it. Unfortunately, it's got a dog wash on this. There's a blending valve fitted. Could disconnect it from that boiler fix and that isolation valve and cut it there and just completely renew the T. Could cut it from there, put a coupling on, straight into a T. I don't know what to do yet, whatever's easiest and less fitting to the customer. The radiators, however. So the heating's on currently at the minute. As you can see, it's getting hot at the top, freezing cold at the bottom. That is more than likely going to be sludge in the system, but I'm not going to confirm that yet. There's only 3 radiators downstairs. A big long one across the window. Again, same, hot at the top, cold at the bottom. And this radiator, although it looks warm, it isn't even on. That's strange that it's showing up as warm. I reckon this one's turned off. Or it's airlocked. Both open. Freezing cold. Full of water. It's gonna be airlocked, I think. Close that off, leave that open. See if it'll pull the airlock through. Nothing on that. And put some more pressure back in the boiler. Topped up now. Shut off this side, open that side back up and open the drain off and hopefully pull some air through. I think it's just airlocked. You should be using a spanner. Sod it. I'm using grips. Yay, there we go. Bet you that was all it was. Air trapped in the valve. We've got movement. The boiler's knocked off, I can hear it. I'm going to turn it back on and hopefully that will be up and working. So upstairs, what I have done is tried to balance it. So on the lock shield side of the valves, I've cranked them all the way off and opened them quarter of a turn just to make it more difficult for the water to circulate around upstairs and then back to the boiler, and try and make it to come down here. The pipes to the valve are absolutely red hot. Well, the flow pipe to the radiators are red hot, like I can't keep my hand on that. But the radiators themselves are absolutely shocking. That is like lukewarm. The one in the back room's not too bad. Yeah, that's quite nice now, that. It's that big girl there. So for the time being, boiler service is finished. I'm just going to leave it to the heating on whilst I do these taps and see what's happening with the radiators afterwards. Do these taps, do this leak. Question is, in the comments again, do I put it back or does the customer put it back? So this isolation valve is on in a stupid angle. Should shut off the supply to this T. Right, that's off. If I shut that off, there'll be no backflow from the TMV, even though there should be check valves in there just in case they're not working. So that's that off, that's that off. It's just knowing now where to cut this out. Leaking from up there, which doesn't look the best, does it? Well, I'm not strong enough. Not got enough puff. So my plan is to take it out of there, shorten that piece until a press fit T lines up with that. Probably press fit coupling, bosh. Job done. So obviously I can't get the jaws in where that waste pipe is, so with a bit of luck we've got the angled jaws. Should be able to get it in now. Let's see. Set you up. Oh, bottom of the box just fell out. Come on. Come on, Dan, shape yourself. Maybe I need to go at it from that angle. Bloody waste pipe, man. Whose idea was this? Well, actually it was mine, but I assumed the angle drawers would fit, which I think I have got onto there. I'll press that coupling up and get the water back on. I've opened up that valve, opened up the ball fix, we should have water. Perfect. I'll dry it all off, go and check the radiators now, and that's that little job done. Press fittings everywhere. Right now that these, we're getting 50, 60 degrees at the top, yes. It's not all the way down at the bottom yet, but it is getting there. They are miles better than it was before. And same with that front room radiator. Loads better. And all that I've really done is de-airlocked that one and basically balanced upstairs. So by balancing, there is set ways of doing this, but how I do it is every lock shield valve upstairs was opened up full. So I've cranked them down to off, quarter turn, opened up, just to basically, the water runs around a circuit, obviously the flow and return, and it will only go the easiest route. It doesn't, if there's any sort of obstruction, like air in that radiator valve, I just think, I ain't going to this radiator, I'll just carry on past and go back to the boiler. Believe it or not, that's how it thinks. It's incredibly lazy. No leaks on that. Job done. Oh my god, I can take this vitamin D, the sun being out. I have missed this sun. Anyway, that is going to conclude this week's episode. Sorry it's not been the longest one ever, but as we're approaching summer now, basically what happens with YouTube, I'll explain it to you, because a couple of people have said like, oh, I'm gutted you've gone down to one video a week instead of two, and they're only short. In summer, the ad revenue is terrible on YouTube, so you don't get paid as much. Not that that's what it boils down to. What it boils down to for me is the views, how many people are viewing the video, and when the sun starts coming out, the nights start getting lighter, the last thing people are doing is sitting watching YouTube videos. Because let's be fair, they want to be out. They're not trapped inside like they are in winter. So in winter, come September, I'll be back to 2 episodes a week. They'll be back to being a bit longer, a bit more detailed, and that's the reason why. As usual guys, I thank every single one of you for sticking with me. Still trying to slowly, painstakingly grow this channel. Sometimes I sit back and wonder whether it is worth doing, and do I just knock YouTube on the head and concentrate on short form content, especially now YouTube you can put out 3-minute videos. Don't know, all these ideas bounce around in my head. Ultimately, yeah, it's whatever makes the viewers happy. So thank you very much for watching. Drop us a comment. I love reading through your comments. I love seeing the conversations what go on in there, and the ideas as well. Nobody knows everything, and some of the ideas what people send across, like, you could have done this or try this next time, I'm like, why the hell didn't I think of that? So yeah, I appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one.